Imagine it. It's a Tuesday. You got your bowl of cereal ready to watch the new Pokemon episode that just dropped. And then boom, flashing lights, and now you woke up at a hospital. Well, that is the story of what happened on December 16th, 1997. On that day, over 600 children were taken to the hospital because of photosensitive epileptic seizures that they got from watching this show. Let me tell you, I loved Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I still do. I just never got into the card game. I tried as a kid, but I just kept getting scammed and getting fake Pokemon cards. I just prefer, the good kind of card games. As an adult, I decided to get into, let's just say, more adult card games, like the Slam Attack, WWE Slam Attack cards, and Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just that guy. I'm just that guy. Look at this Dark Magician, fucking dope as hell. You see, these cards are already a million times better than Pokemon. I'm sorry. In this episode, Ash and his friends discover that the Pokeball transmitting device at the local Poke Center, there's something wrong with it. The way they figure it out is by going into the Matrix and locking into the machine to figure out what is really wrong. Only for Pikachu to just shoot a thunderbolt and just cause rapid red and blue flashes on the screen. So you just see for 6 seconds straight, dude. Viewers experience blurred vision, headaches, dizziness, nausea. Some suffered blindness, seizures, convulsions, and unconsciousness. I was unconscious once. It was when my head hit the back of a big ass boulder in front of my school. It's like they're trying to get records of the most seizures in less than 6 seconds, dude. Because goddamn, 600 children. That's insane. There was around 700 viewers that were taken to the hospital. Luckily, most of them recovered with the trip alone. 150 of them were admitted to the hospital. 2, thankfully, only stayed at the hospital for more than 2 weeks. And this incident is now called the Pokemon shock. And honestly, it was quite shocking when I learned of this moment. After this Pokemon shock, there was a lot of mass hysteria going on to the point where 12,000 kids that were not, they weren't sent to the hospital, but they reported symptoms that resembled more mass hysteria than a seizure, which makes sense. If something like this happens, you're gonna start being like, oh, I feel a little woozy. For example, me and my coworkers were like, oh, I'm so lightheaded. The CO2 tank started going beep, 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 which is bad. I don't know if you're aware of this, but that is bad. Only for us to realize that the sensor is the one that's malfunctioning, not the actual CO2 tank. Like the sensor was broken, it had to be repaired. So we were just, the only things we were smelling was our own farts. Because of the Pokemon shock, the show went on a 4-month hiatus and completely pulled that episode from airing at all. Literally 4 months without any new episodes. That would fucking freak me out, dude. I'm being dead ass. If my favorite cartoon went off the air, went in a hiatus for 4 months, I'd start freaking out, dude. I need my big titty, big booty Laponi and breedable Vaporeon. Breedable Vaporeon. It's pretty difficult to find that episode, but you can probably still find it. I'm not gonna recommend it because you will die. Yeah, it was never shown again that episode. So if you're trying to watch your favorite Pokemon show and you missed that episode, good fucking luck. You just missed out on some quality seizures. It probably confused some of the viewers when they watched the next episode and they missed out on some lore because that episode never aired again. So sorry for whoever missed out. Major FOMO, bitch. And because of this, they basically blacklisted Porygon from ever really appearing in any episode, along with his evolution, except for maybe a few cameos here and there that don't really do anything for the character or anything. But even though Pikachu's the one that caused the explosion and not Porygon, free my homie Porygon. Free him. He did nothing wrong. Don't understand why we hate him so. What's wrong with us? Bring back Porygon. He did nothing wrong. They were at this time, they were trying to push Pokemon to the US, and they were kind of terrified that this was gonna prohibit us from ever watching this amazing piece of fiction. But luckily the US were like, nah, don't worry, we've been dealing with that over here, because guess what? We are patriotic Americans. As long as you don't show that episode, we're good, fam. Bring it over here. We got fucking Street Fighter over there, dude. That's causing more seizures than your show. Come on, bring it over here. Luckily, with this came some good, though. Broadcasters and medical officials came together and created something called the Harding test. And what essentially it does is reduces the chances of you getting a seizure while watching your favorite show. Don't worry, My Hero Academia fans, you guys are safe. You guys are safe. Because you ever wondered why there's an option for 29.97 FPS? Yeah, this is the reason why. They did that so it causes less seizures apparently. I did not know. After reading about this, it makes total sense. It just won't make sense if I explain it, so I'm doing it anyway. Basically, well, the way it works is this. Basically, no more than one flashing light occurs every 10 frames. And guess what? If it's reduced to 29.97, there's not going to be a third flash. There is not. So, we're good. We are safe from seizures, baby. Let's go! Oh, my fucking hand. And also, it does stuff like this. I don't know if you ever watched anime, for example, but it happens a lot in anime, where you'll be watching something, and then a bright flashing lights will occur, and then the screen will get darker for some reason. Like, you'll be watching and the screen just gets darker. That's the reason why. To cause less seizures. Let's go. And you may also be wondering why shows ask you to turn on the lights in your room while you watch a show. The reason is because of seizures. I never listened though. I'm a fucking rebel. So when I was a kid, I would watch shit like Fairy Tale with my room fully dark and having my TV on the brightest setting possible and just sitting like inches away from the TV. Let's go! That's why my brain's a little damaged. Even Fairy Tale had its mascot Natsu tell us to not do what I did.
Hey guys, ready for some more fairy tale? Just make sure that when you're watching, you turn the lights on in the room. And don't sit too close to the TV.
And many pieces of popular culture has parodied the Pokemon shock incident, like The Simpsons.
Isn't this that cartoon that causes seizures?
And not only The Simpsons, but South Park with Pokemon, with Kenny proceeding to have a seizure from all the flashing lights in his video game.
So the video game gave Kenny a seizure. Ew, this game rules.
Not only that, but the incident was included in the 2004 and 2008 editions of Gamers Edition of the Guinness World Record book for holding the record for the most photosensitive epileptic seizures caused by a television show. Pokemon stay up. Pokemon stay up, dude. They're winners every day. Even Logan Paul is up in the mix with his Charizard. Every day, bro. Every day. That's Jake Paul, I think. Every day, bro. But whatever. Also, in September 19th, 2020, Pokemon Twitter account referred to the episode by saying, Porygon did nothing wrong. It was deleted right after. But I understand where they're coming from. Because it was Pikachu. But guess what? You can't have the mascot of Pokemon cause seizures to kill little kids. So they need a fall guy. They needed a fall guy, and Porygon was just right there, right for the taking. But I understand you don't want to post shit like that on Twitter because everyone's gonna talk about it. This whole situation's crazy to me. The reason why I'm laughing isn't because countless people had seizures. No, I just find the absurdity that it even happened because of Pokemon. And if you didn't know that this happened, drop a like, subscribe, comment, flick your nipples or something. That's gonna do it for today's episode, guys. See you guys next time. Bye, peace, and love.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D.
Hey.